ምንም ችግር የለም።
After 20 years, you tell me.
No, I didn't. I
This
didn't
was the
do
first
that.
time.
Exactly, it was the first time for me.
It's really crazy.
Absolutely,
With
yeah.
Memik, 20 years
yeah.
ago, we met in a special place. You were a tourist guide. So you told us, actually.
You really have to show the picture. Yeah?
So this was 20 years ago.
That is 20 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I got you on my mind. Long time. Long time. It's been a long time. I got you on my mind. Long time. One love, one heart. All the people of the world. One love, one heart. All the people of the world. It's been a long time. I got you on my mind. Long time.
Wow, we are in Scheveningen. Is this correct?
Scheveningen, yeah.
Scheveningen, in the Netherlands. And it's really crazy.
Absolutely,
With
yeah.
Memik, 20 years
yeah.
ago, we met in a special place.
Yeah, we have met 20 years ago in Bahir Dar, Ethiopia, specifically. Very small town to the north. And I was very young, small boy, and you was your friend, riding your bike, and you guys was lost, and I tried to help you out.
Yeah,
Let me say that.
absolutely. You were
A small
11,
guy,
12
as you
years.
see the picture, you know, the old picture we have.
Yeah, wait, we show the picture
Yeah.
right now. So this was 20 years ago,
That is 20 years ago. 2002,
2002.
yes.
Yeah, this was at Lake Tana, actually.
Yes,
right?
definitely. It's the largest lake in Ethiopia. It is the source of the Blue Nile. The Blue Nile come out from the Lake Tana, and then it goes through to Sudan and then to Egypt. So actually, Lake Tana is the beginning, the source of Blue Nile,
Wow.
and that is very interesting, I think.
Absolutely. This was
So
also.
we meet there.
We met there.
Yeah.
I remember walking up to the Haile Selassie palace.
Yes.
And then we somehow met. It was just.
I think I come to you guys and I offer you help, and you guys like it, and I was speaking pretty okay English, and since then we stay like for a couple of days. We make a trip together. So we've been to the next day. After I show you the Haile Selassie Palace, the first day, the second day we went to Blue Nile Falls. Maybe you can show a little bit of the picture. And then we make a coffee ceremony there by somebody's house. It was amazing. We eat lunch. And then we take a bus back to Bahir Dar. And the next day, I think we go to the Lake Tana again, I think. Yeah, it was pretty nice time.
When you were 11 years, so
Yep.
we met.
Yep.
You were a tourist guide. So you told us, actually. You explained the Haile Selassie
Yeah.
Palace.
Yeah.
And then we went to a waterfall.
Tis Issat.
Tis Issat
Exactly.
Waterfalls.
Yes.
These are huge waterfalls.
Yep.
And above, I remember we had to cross these rivers.
Yes, with the small traditional boat called Tankwa.
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 Yeah.
And I was explaining you how it works.
Yeah.
They make it from papyrus. We call it actually papyrus boat. In English is papyrus boat. And in Amharic, in our own language, is Tankwa. So this is made from the farmers or from somebody in the village. Just you twist the papyrus together and you have amazing boat.
Before we crossed, you gave me something at this time.
Yeah.
And it was back in 2002. And
Yes.
it was, for me, this was even more mind-blowing.
Yeah.
I'm in Ethiopia, and this guy, he gave me something. What
Yes.
was it?
That was €2. The coin €2 is it? And somebody gave to me as a gift or as a tip. I don't know how it was 20 years ago, but I didn't know what it was. And I have here European guy, so I said what it is because I get it from somebody. And you were surprisingly, whoa, that is €2.
Yeah,
And I didn't even have it, and you have it.
This is so crazy.
Yeah.
Because you gave it to me, and it was the first euros I had in my hand, actually. I just saw it
Can
on
imagine.
television,
Can you imagine? So
They
it
will
was
change?
spring from here to Bahir Dar, I think.
Yeah, and there I got my first
Yeah.
euros.
Yeah.
I still have the euros at home.
Cool.
So
Nice.
I collected all these things.
That is nice because that was for me also very excitement because I have never been out of my village and suddenly I have got two people from Austria and I have to travel like 30 kilometers far from my house and that was
Yeah.
really excitement for me and I was really proud of myself for doing that.
I told my friend, because he was a little bit worried, said, do you think he knows all the ways? And I said, come on, he's 11,
Yeah.
but I think he's really convincing and he does it every day.
Yeah.
And now after 20 years, you tell me,
No, I didn't.
This
I didn't
was the
do
first
that.
time.
Exactly, it was the first time for me, and as you can imagine, because it's out of the house, out of the village. But it was for me experience, and it was more. That was a thing that I want to do when I grow up. After 5 years, when I'm 17, 16, I want to do that. So I started early age, and you were safe. You back to your hotel safe.
Absolutely.
Your friend too.
Absolutely.
So actually, I did a good job.
you did a good job. At this time, 20 years ago, not many people in Ethiopia spoke English.
Definitely.
And how it come that you spoke English with 10 years?
Yeah,
I mean,
I think as a kid where I was born and where I live is more touristic. A lot of European tourists came there, and by the time I have the opportunity to exercise my English more and more, so by the time when you met me, I was able to communicate with you. So I'm really thankful.
at this time, you learned it by yourself.
I did, definitely.
So
I did because
how?
Ethiopia is not colonized country, so we don't have any English influence. So, and at school you don't also get it much. If you want to speak English, then you have to do it yourself. So I think that was what I was doing, and at least I get help myself to get you as friend.
Yeah, this is
I'm happy.
language really helps a lot.
Absolutely.
This is awesome. Ethiopia, 13 months of sunshine.
30 months of sunshine.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yesterday we have been to a restaurant called
Yeah.
Sunshine.
Yes.
Our friend Andu is also here.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I got you on my mind. Long time. Long time. It's been a long time.
Das kann man sich gar nicht vorstellen. Jetzt bin ich da in Utrecht. Also wir haben jetzt fein gegessen, die Gäste sind schon weg. Und dann haben sie dieses Restaurant hier aufgemacht. Also das ist total super.
We have the traditional food called Injera, a pancake. It looks like a pancake. We call it Injera, made of teff, very healthy. Yes, we have in our traditional food, we use a lot of spices, different kind of spices like berbere, mitmita, and so many. So we get to eating very delicious spicy food. And maybe for you it's a little bit spicy, but for us it's kind of okay. But I saw you yesterday enjoying it. So-
Absolutely, I loved it. And also the special Habesha Beer.
Yes, that was
Yeah.
also the extra delicious. And also we did a honey wine.
Yeah,
That
the
was
honey
also
wine is something, how is it called? In Amharic.
Taj. We call it Taj.
Dutch.
Yeah.
So you have these special
That you-
vocals
exactly,
in your language.
that you cannot almost sing it.
Yeah.
I know.
I tried to learn Amharic
Yeah.
when I've been there. So
Can you say a little bit of words in Amharic?
Yeah.
Try.
Ine amarinho, menega dishilalo. Ema zeganalehu.
Good. That's good. That's good.
And the most important is minim chigarelim.
Minim chigarelem.
Ishi?
Yes,
Ishi, ishi.
that's the most important word in Amharic. If you go anywhere, you say that and everything
Absolutely.
is okay. Hippopotamus.
The hippo.
Yes.
How are they called?
Hippo.
The hippos.
Hippopotamus, yes. Yeah, we have. Did you
yes.
see it, right? There is a small spot where you can find hippopotamus in the splitting of Balloon Isle from Lake Tana. In that area, there is specifically place for hippopotamus. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe they find it comfortable there. And the tourists like it to go there and check it out. What is there?
Yeah.
And now.
What is wrong with those guys?
Oh my god. Hey, we
Like-
have got coffee here. Cheers.
Cheers. Coffee and Ethiopia.
Yeah.
There is something
About
this is
coffee in Ethiopia. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Coffee is Like you have tea in Japan, we have coffee in Ethiopia. It's our traditional coffee ceremony. I'm sure you already.
I participated. May you
tasted it?
explain
Exactly.
how this works?
Coffee is very big in Ethiopia, and coffee is actually founded also in Ethiopia. Maybe I don't know if much people know about it, and I know you know. Coffee is from Kaffa, in the southern part of Ethiopia, and from there on, coffee get the name of Kaffa, the city, the small village by the time, and now it's a little bit bigger city. And we believe coffee is the Arabira coffee, of Abyssinian coffee, is founded nowhere else except in Ethiopia. Later on, the world gets the coffee actually. So we are the first coffee country, and we still have coffee adopted as a culture. We drink 3 coffee a day in every household. In Ethiopia, when you visit somebody, you have like the outrage of coffee ceremony. We have got the grasses, the green grasses on the floor, coffee snacks like kolo. I don't know if you remember that, or you get a small braid. And yeah, you get the whole different kind of coffee than here in Holland or in Austria. You go to the coffee place and you order coffee and you drink and go away. But in Ethiopia, it's not like that. You have to sit there. You have to take all those 3 coffees in a very relaxed way. There is no any hassles coffee because we give a lot of credit for coffee. It's just our thing.
So for coffee lovers, best thing is to go to Ethiopia.
Exactly. Just go to Ethiopia and drink 3 coffees.
3 coffees we have to drink.
Exactly. And you can run the whole day. It's going to be fine.
So I remember the first coffee, it's really strong. You have the Jebena.
Yes.
And the Cinis.
Yes. This is the Cini. And the Jebena is the coffee pot. You have the coffee pot, that is the Jebena. And the first round is what you say, you are right. The first round is very strong coffee. It will make your day really bright.
And so also with salt sometimes?
Actually, in all the times, they always use salt in coffee.
Yeah.
Just a small piece because it will make it little bit spicy. And we call them Abo is the first coffee, Baraka is the second one, and Tuna is the third one. Yeah, this coffee is really one of the amazing tradition what we have in Ethiopia. First one is the jackpot. The good coffee is the first one. So you have the whole day happy.
Absolutely. And the coffee, the plants, they grow just out of the house. So you can, you grab them.
Anywhere.
And then you have these raw
red beans.
They're red.
Yes.
I was just surprised how coffee looks like. Because here in Europe, we just know the beans, the roasted beans itself.
Yeah.
You prepare everything at home, right?
Most of the time, yeah, because maybe now things change a little bit. We're also getting a little bit modern in Ethiopia, so you see it also in the supermarket. Things just work like you get packed and sold. But back in the days, by the time you were in Ethiopia, it's different. 20 years ago, you go to the farm, you take the red beans, you let them dry for like a couple of days in a very hard sun, and then it's going to come out coffee. You just have to give a little bit friction, and you have got coffee beans. And then later on, it will be washed and then packed or cooked, and then you have got the most amazing coffee. No, it is just a culture thing. The female's very nice traditional dress. They make the coffee ceremony, and the man is just invited and come.
And then you have this smell in the house, and then you know, soon it starts.
I still can smell it.
Yeah. And then when the beans are crushed, I remember it was shaking. We got the rhythm.
All
let's
right.
say.
Yes. You can just grab it and make your coffee in the morning.
So for all coffee lovers, you should go to Ethiopia.
Absolutely. We advise you to go there.
Absolutely. So Ethiopia has so many things, so many historical things.
Yes, definitely.
There are these churches out of one stone.
That is in Lalibela,
Yeah, in Lalibela.
Sure.
Ethiopia itself is a huge country. So it's compared to Austria, it's
Yeah.
14 times bigger.
It is really big. Yeah.
I know you have everything in Ethiopia.
Yes, definitely. We have got everything in Ethiopia. It's beautiful landscapes. We have got huge mountains like Rasdashen to the north part, very close to Gondar. It's known by the name of Semin Park of Semin Mountain. A lot of tourists go there. It's special for hiking. And also we have a lot of beautiful mountains to the south, like Bali Mountains, a lot of rift valleys. We have amazing, nice places. Ethiopia is really gifted in nature. You've been there 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. We have a little bit problem right now. But it's an amazing country. As you see, it's in nature. We have a lot of parks, national parks.
Lake Tana, it's huge, huge, huge. It's
Yeah.
like there are hundreds of islands on it, right?
Yes.
So
There
do you
is-
know some islands?
Yeah, I think the most closest to BahirDar is Kabran Gabriel. It's like 23, 24 kilometers from BahirDar. It will take you like 2 hours with a small boat. It's on all of them has specifically beautiful churches
Yeah.
from very long time.
I have been to a church there, and they have a bell made of stone, and really makes this
Yes,
sound,
that
and a
is
lot of
true.
gold. And
Yes, and that found in Lake Tana in Kabran Gabriel specifically. There is a stone that makes a huge
sound, yeah,
in a small touch.
yeah.
And that's beautiful because you don't find it nowhere.
On this island, there were just two monks living there, as I remember.
Yeah, because that is the most blessed and very spiritual place. You cannot live there out of the blue. It's specifically for people who were priests and then later on monk. So when you are monk, you can live there.
Yeah.
So in the whole islands, what we have in the lake, there are few peoples who are lucky to be there. You can visit it, but you cannot live there.
Have you heard about Lucy?
Yes, definitely. Lucy is the oldest Dinkenesh, the oldest one. But later on, I think in 2010 or 9, they found also a new one called Salam.
Okay.
And she's also almost the same age as Lucy.
Yeah.
And that was a big news in Ethiopia.
Villages
Yeah.
and story are explained.
Yeah,
This,
beautiful, right?
yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure some people will visit Ethiopia one day from your friends or from your family.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it is just to do. You really have to go and see how beautiful it is.
Yeah.
Definitely.
This can I just emphasize. Ethiopia, it's just incredible.
Amazing.
What about Ethiopian music? This has a
Yeah.
huge impact all over the world, right?
Absolutely. We have nice musicians nowadays, but our music is more to reggae. We have. I let you hear yesterday.
Yeah.
In the car. And we have more reggae influenced music in Ethiopia because of our kings story. Like we have Haile Selassie, the king of Ethiopia, and before that Minilik. So we have nice artists, musicians with nice vocals and amazing music. So in this case, I am going to offer you Teddy Afro.
Yeah.
Teddy Afro is right now the best, the last 10 years, the best Ethiopian singer.
Yeah, it has good sound, and you
Absolutely.
explained to me it's not only about the music and the feeling; it's
Yeah.
also the words.
Exactly.
He's telling
Stories.
stories.
Yes, definitely.
In every how he had a huge amount of songs.
Huge, extremely. I can say he's the most famous guy in Africa. I can say that. He has really big music revolution, like a very good one, huge.
Yeah.
And he has always those text of politic revolutions. He's always standing for people of Ethiopia, and he's keeping in his music all the culture we have, all the Orthodox ships, all the, how do you say it, all the history from 15 years, even more. And he always believes that we all has to be together as one Ethiopia, even though some politicians want to divide it into 3, 4, 5 pieces, but he always believed that we have to be one. And everyone loves him. Everybody loves him. You like also his music yesterday.
Absolutely. Reggae, of course. Yeah, I don't know. How many inhabitants are in Ethiopia?
We have now like 120 million people.
120 million.
Yes. There's really diversity. And the main intensity is Oromo, Tigray, and Amhara, the biggest, the largest. But also we have the smallest also.
Yeah.
But we live always be in peace. Except the last few years, there is not really stable. But we have still the amazing culture.
Ethiopia is the cradle of humanity.
In the beginning, it was we send each other postcards, letters. How are you? How is school? Anything. And later on, email comes, and we start to exchange emails.
Yeah, but
until today. Let me say that.
But somehow we lost our...
Yes, we lost each other for some time.
Yeah.
Yes, we lost each other for some time until the last 3 years. We start to talk. So you become also a father. I become a father. I came to the Netherlands about 12 years ago.
To Amsterdam, how was it for you? It must be...
It is very different, totally different place, different continents, another language, very different. The lifestyle is different, how people are working, living, different than in Ethiopia. So I had kind of cultural shock from the beginning.
I can imagine.
Yeah, but later on, of course, when it starts to live there and you get to it, everything gets much normal, and you will be part of it.
Yeah.
So, but it was really difficult. Yeah.
You came here alone, right?
Yes, definitely.
So you had no friend?
Not really much, but some people from my city also are here. Some friends. Not, but I can say I was alone. So I go to school. I start to integrate in the country, a new culture, a new place, a new environment. And so many things happen. So many things change. A lot.
A lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like being a father, being in a work life, these kind of things. When I came here, I go to school. I studied as marketing, and I'm now working on marketing as well. Yeah, so many things change. But I unfortunately I don't work anymore with tourists. So many things change. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yesterday you showed me your first picture made in the Netherlands.
Yes.
What occasion was it? It was very special for you, right?
It was very special for me, actually. Yeah, because we don't have McDonald's in Ethiopia, so it's different if you have it here. And I had one friend of me who used to live here, and he said, I am here like 1 week, and I was also very young. And he said, let's go eat McDonald's. And that picture that I show you was the first time going to the McDonald's. And it was really
So how old were you?
I think I was 18, I think.
18?
18 or 19, yeah. I came here when I was 18 or 19. I start to learn also the language because I'm going to live here, so I have to, of course, learn the language. Now I speak kind of okay and make a lot of new friends. And, it goes with its soft flow, You don't have to force anything.
3 years ago, you contacted me on Facebook.
Yes.
And you said, hey man, do you remember me? And I was just shocked, surprised, happy that you contacted me.
Yes.
So
the world is getting still more smaller.
Yeah.
3 years ago, what you said, we found each other and we start to keep the contact that was lost for a long time.
You look totally different as you were
20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah, sure. Boom.
I was here.
Yeah. I was very excited when you say, I'm coming to you, see you, we're gonna have a weekend together. I thought, okay, let me just make sure everything is gonna be okay. We're gonna eat very delicious Ethiopian food. And it's like I couldn't believe it when you say, hey, I'm in your place.
Yeah.
Just come downstairs and get me. And I was like, okay,
Yes.
wow, that is nice. So I ran down very, very fast. And it was a nice hug. It was, we hug each other for 20 years. And then later on, we go to the Ethiopian restaurant, we eat, we drink a beer. It was it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that you
Yeah,
did
me
this.
too,
I'm
me
very
too.
happy that we keep our friendship. And maybe after 20 years, we will make another video.
What this will be about?
That would be about, I don't know, maybe that would be about our grandchildren or something like that, I don't know. But it was really, I'm happy that you came to visit me, and I'm thankful, and we will keep doing it. And I promise, together with my brother, we will come to visit.
This is the short story about our friendship, actually.
For 20 years.
For 20 years.
Yes.
And yeah, if you guys like the video, just give us a thumb up. Consider to subscribe to the channel, would be awesome. By the way, he has his own YouTube channel. I will link it down there.
Possible. Doesn't have anything, but why not?
Not yet.
Not yet, but maybe it might come.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I hope someday we go together
to Ethiopia,
to your place.
The most blessed country in the world.
Absolutely.
We will do that, definitely.
So, stay tuned. 13 months of sunshine.
I got you on my mind a long time. One love, one heart.
Calendar is different.
Everything is different.
Everything's different.
And it's just an awesome country, Ethiopia.
Unique. Yeah.
All right.
Yes,
Thanks,
thanks.
man.
Oh, yo, yo.